As the new year is coming closer, as 2024 is coming closer and closer to us, more people are making their New Year's resolutions. More people are writing promises that they will change, that they will do more, that they will quit certain things, that they will get away from their addictions, that they will indulge in better habits, that they will change their lives, that they will do more, that they will do better. People are full of hope. People feel full of life. But I'm gonna ask you one thing right now, man. How many of those people do you really think will hold on to those New Year resolutions, and for how long? If some of them are even willing enough to actually take on the New Year resolution, for how long do you actually think that they will hold on to that? For how long will they hold on to their promise of changing their life, of becoming better human beings, of quitting that horrible addiction that has been ruining their life for years, that has been messing up their relationship, that has been messing up their entire quality of life, their well-being? How many people do you think will stay on their diet so that they can lose weight? How many people will actually stay in the gym? How many people will actually keep running after the 2-week mark? How many people do you actually think will keep on going on that spiritual path that they started for the past 2 weeks, ever since 2024 started? How many people do you think will keep on meditating, will keep on journaling, will keep on improving their minds and their bodies? How many people do you actually think will go out and talk to girls and actually gain experience and gain some status and feel actually confident? How many people do you think will actually find girlfriends that they actually enjoy being around? How many people do you even think will actually speak to a girl? If I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and this might be very unrealistic because 8 billion people on earth, but I think I could count them on my fingers. I could count the people that will actually hold on to their word and do more. I could count those people on my fingers, right? Probably not, probably a lot more people than that. But you get the point. Thinking about 8 billion people who are going in this new year, how many people do you actually think will hold on to their word, will keep that promise that they've made to themselves? The minimum, maybe like 1%, 0.5%, maybe even less. Recently, I've been thinking about a certain idea which has caught up my attention, that the worst thing that you can possibly do in your life is not holding promises, not keeping promises to yourself. This sounds interesting, doesn't it? Why is this the worst thing that you can do in your life? Well, unless you're gonna go out and kill people or ruin some person's life. This is basically the worst thing you can do in terms of your own existence. Why? Because this guarantees that you will be unhappy for the rest of your existence. This guarantees that you will be a miserable bastard who will never change something about himself, who will only be a cynical, miserable, wasteful, depressed, anxious kid. Child that will never grow up, that will never mature, that will never see more to life than their arrogant expression of it. By not keeping promises to yourself, you are only proving to your brain, which has already taken a hit to its pride, to its ego, because so many times before you've probably already made promises, whether you've actually spoken them out loud and said, I'm gonna do X, I'm gonna do Y and Z, or if you just made that promise internally within yourself without even actually thinking about it, chances are that you've made so many promises that you've not held on to up until this point. And your brain knows that. You cannot fool your conscience. You cannot fool this thing right here, this noggin, no matter how much you try to. It knows what you're doing. It knows whenever you're coping, whenever you're rationalizing every single bad behavior that you're doing. It knows. And it will not take your blabbering. It will not take your stupid bantering. Your brain, your conscience, which I believe is closely tied up to how you see yourself, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, will diminish. You will feel worse about yourself. You will have less trust in your own person, in your own capabilities. This is how people ruin their self-esteem. This is how people destroy their self-confidence. They make promises. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that thing. Yes, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get jacked. Yes. Oh yes, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna run 20 kilometers like David Goggins. Hell yeah, let's do this. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? Yeah. And then they just end up slacking and watching more David Goggins motivational videos. Then they look at the clock. They should have been out running right now. But just one more video. One more video. Come on. Oh my god, my friend asked me if he wants to go play Fortnite. He wants to play Call of Duty. He wants to play Minecraft, War Thunder, Unturned. Oh, great. Okay, just a quick mention that I'm gonna start my hero's journey. 5 hours pass by, and you're still the same miserable human being as before, but just with less time on your hands. So you see how these unkept promises can actually make your brain feel untrustworthy towards you, towards your conscience, towards your rational thoughts. Whenever you're gonna be making new promises to yourself, to other people about something that you're gonna do, your subconscious is going to answer back without you actually realizing, yeah, right, whatever, bro. You said this the last 50 times. You haven't done crap before. So why do you think you're gonna do this now? Your subconscious is telling you all of these things, and you might not actually get to be aware of those things. Maybe because you haven't developed your self-awareness enough. And maybe that's a path that you have to go down on. And so you will be much more unlikely to get that task done, because of the resistance that you feel from yourself already. Sometimes, be honest, you even feel resistance to make a promise, although it might feel actually very courageous and very heartening to do. But when you make a promise, chances are that you're not going to hold on to it, because look in the past, 50 promises you made before about the same thing or something similar, you've not held on to them. You've not even tried. So you subconsciously know that it's going to hurt when you're going to fail again, when you're going to feel horrible about yourself again. And so at a certain point, you're not even going to be capable of making promises anymore. And you might think of this as something good, right? You're not going to be lying to yourself or to other people anymore. But imagine that point in your life, that state in your life when you don't even have any more hope, when you cannot even fool yourself anymore, when you're stuck in that depressive state where you just know you're not good enough. So you're not even basically going to try. You're not even going to make a half-assed attempt. Not even that. Nothing. You're just going to slack over. You're going to roll up and die. Is that really the way that you want to live your life, man? And so the best piece of advice that I think anyone can possibly give you in regards to this is make smaller promises. Make things that you know you have a chance to actually hold on to. For example, instead of saying, I'm going to clean up the entire damn house, which depending on where you live, might be either huge or might be decently big, right? I don't know. Instead of saying that, which might already feel like a huge chore, your body's going to give you so much resistance. Just say, I'm going to clean up my room. You know, I'm gonna take out those few water bottles, those few water glasses that I've left in my room from the nights before. I'm gonna take out those soda cans. And you go downstairs, you throw out the cans, you see the trash can is full. And then you think to yourself, well, if I'm here, I might as well take the trash from the trash can and throw it outside in the bin. And you've already made so much more progress than if you were to just tell yourself that you were going to do this and do this. You're going to clean up the entire house. It's going to be spotless. That dragon is way too big for you right now. That dragon is way too huge. It's way too scary. Way too intimidating for you to face right now. So you have to size down that dragon to a smaller scale. Something that you actually think you could take on. This is a concept that Jordan Peterson talks about all of the time. So if you want to learn more about this, watch any kind of his podcasts and maybe actually put in like something along the lines of Jordan Peterson scaled down the dragon in a search bar on YouTube, on Google, whatever. And you are bound to find information about this. Just look. But the main point is, once you scale down the dragon to a smaller size and you fight it, you build more tolerance. You actually show yourself, you show your brain proof that you are capable of doing this. Instead of saying, I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow when you usually wake up at 9 a.m. Slow down. That's a 5-hour difference. That means that you're gonna have to go to sleep at 8 p.m. to actually get like a decent 8 hours of sleep. Take it easier, right? How about you say, well, I usually wake up at 9 a.m., right? When I have a free day off when I'm on the weekends. But when I have to go to work or when I have to go to school, I usually wake up at like 7 a.m. with difficulty, right? All right. Well, how about instead of waking up at 4 a.m., which I'm pretty sure that you're not going to be able to do, how about you just try to wake up at 7 a.m. consistently? This is how I started waking up early. This is how I started going down this journey of becoming more disciplined in my habits. I simply thought to myself, 6 a.m. is way too early for me right now. Well, I usually wake up at around 7 a.m. to go to school, right? How about I just start waking up at 7 a.m. even on the weekend days, even on the holidays? And then I just started scaling up that dragon. You know, I might as well wake up at 6:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. or even 5 a.m. Yeah, that seems acceptable, yeah. And here I am, woke up at 5 a.m. today, man. Don't give yourself false hope. Wake up to the harsh reality of life. Face yourself head on. Find your real reasons, your real pain. Don't just say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go on my hero's journey and it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be like the Rocky cutscene that lasts 30 seconds in the movie. But in my life, it's gonna be like 20 years maybe to get to that desired point. both spiritually, both mentally, both emotionally, both physically, in all kinds of aspects, right? Don't lie to yourself. Accept the fact that this might be a harsh journey to go on. This is not going to be something simple that you're going to be able to just smash first time. Accept the reality that you might give in to some problems, that you might fall prey to some bad habits along the way, to some temptations, and that you have to get back from those things, that you cannot let those things bring you down. You know, you've always heard this, when life brings you down, you get back up. This is what it means. When you go on your journey, when you work hard, when you do what must be done, and temptations and desires come along the way, and because you're not formed well enough, because you have not formed that willpower, that respect for yourself enough, you will fall prey to some of these temptations. But what you must do is you must get back up and you must keep moving. That is the only way that you're going to survive. Face your uncertainties and your difficulties head on. Find the real pain that's actually been holding you in place and use that as motivation, use that as drive to make the first steps. Find the real reasons as to why you actually want to change your life. Well, why do I actually want to go and do all of these good habits? Why do I actually want to go to the gym and lose weight and do this? Well, maybe it's because I want to look at Kimberly and I want Kimberly to look at me and think to herself, oh my god, that's a handsome guy. Oh, look at him, he's sexy, oh my god. Last time I saw him, he was quite chubby, but look at him now, he's all fit, he's jacked. Hell yeah, you know, I might as well give him a message tonight. Be honest to yourself. If you want that, if you truly desire Kimberly to message you, then just say so. When you have these things straight on and you don't lie to yourself about them, it will be much easier for you to actually put those reasons on the table when hard times come, when you won't feel like going to the gym, when you're gonna feel sore as hell after a week's workouts. You're gonna have that reason actually on the table and you're gonna think about Kimberly and about the way that she's gonna message you or the way that she's gonna look at you after this month break that you've taken from her. That you're gonna see her again and she's gonna be like, oh my god, look at him. Use that as motivation. Use that to keep going to the gym. Keep making that progress. And eventually, if you trust the process, Kimberly, or whatever that reason might be for you, will actually take place. Kimberly will look at you and she'll think to herself, oh, what a handsome guy. What a sexy man. I'm gonna message him. If you want to change, you have to take full responsibility for who you were in the past, who you are in the present, and who you will be or who you want to be in the future. You must accept your past as what it is, because you cannot change your past. You cannot change the things that you've done in the past, the mistakes, the horrible things that you've done, the miserable things you've said to some people, the things that you've done to yourself. You cannot change those things anymore. So the faster that you let go of your past and you don't associate yourself with your past anymore, and you only look in the present and think about the future, that is when you will actually get a move on. That is when you'll actually get out of your rut. Think about the present moment, who you are right now. Look around your room, look around your place, your environment. Who are you right now? What can you change right now? What can you do right now in your life? What dragons can you fight? What tasks can you get done right now? And who do you really want to be in the future? Well, I want to be this guy and I want to do this and I want to do that. Well, in order to get there, you're going to have to start somewhere. You're going to have to start doing something, because if you never start, then you're never going to get anywhere. If you just sit on your ass and you wait for something amazing to happen, it will not happen. You have to take on full responsibility and understand that there will be certain times when it's going to be way too difficult and you're still going to have to do that thing. Even when it's going to be difficult, when it's going to be painful, when you're not going to like it, you're going to have to keep doing that thing. Because if you give up, you've lied to yourself again. You've not held on to your promise again. And you're one step closer to becoming that fully miserable man who doesn't even make any promises to himself. Have patience, trust the process, and have faith that you're going to get there. You know, not a lot of people will tell you this. Have faith that you're going to get there. Because, you know, they think to themselves, oh, faith is stupid. You know, you need proof. You need hardline proof. Well, sometimes that's nice. But when you do not have it, when you do not have full-on hard proof on the table that you're going to make it, faith is all you have. So use it to your advantage. Have faith in yourself that you're gonna get where you have to go. That you're gonna have to do the things, you're gonna have to do the activities, you're gonna do the hard habits, you're gonna have to resist the certain things in order to achieve your objective. Have patience with yourself when you're going to fail. Have patience with yourself when you're not going to make as much progress as you would actually like. Trust the process. Keep doing what you have to do. Keep following that exercise routine that you set out. Keep eating what you have on your diet. Keep meditating. Keep journaling. Hold on to your word. Keep that promise to yourself and have faith. Find that faith within you that you're gonna get where you want to get to. That it's not actually unrealistic whatsoever. Unless your dream is to just fly to the moon or something, if you make goals that other people have already achieved to most extents, then it shows that you can do it as well, because you are also a human being. You are also capable of what that other human being has been capable of, unless you have some physical restrictions. Maybe you're handicapped, maybe, I don't know, you have some problem. And in that case, then think about the people who are in a similar issue to you as well. And think about what so many people like them have managed to achieve. And if they have managed to do it, then you can do it as well. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your physical state or your mental state is. People who have had your problems, and probably even 10 times worse than you do right now, have managed to achieve 10 times more. So you can achieve what you want to achieve. It is realistic. And if it is realistic, then you need to have faith in yourself that you are going to get there. I really hope that what I've spoken about in this video has been of help to you, man. Because I can remember my own years when I've been making promises on New Year's that, yes, I'm gonna get a girlfriend, it's gonna be so cool, I'm gonna change my life. And then I would only get some mediocre results, some random girl that I don't even know messaging me and whatever, and we speak for like a month or something, and it's just absolutely mediocre, miserable, and I feel horrible about myself. And I don't change anything about my life, actually make it worse. So I know how you feel, I know what pain you might be going through right now. So if you have gained any value from this video, then why not subscribe to this channel? Why not like this video? Why not share it around with other people who you think might be able to gain some value from this? If you want to join my self-improvement Discord server where you can speak to other guys on self-improvement, where you can speak to me, then you can join that server by clicking the Discord link in the description of this video. If you want to come on a free self-improvement coaching one-to-one call with me, so this is entirely for free, you're not paying any money. If you want to talk about your self-improvement journey, or if you want to hear about mine in more detail, then we can do that there. You just have to click the link in the description of this video. It's a Calendly link. So yeah, man. I really hope that this video has been of value to you, and keep promises to yourself. Good luck, man. I'll see you next time.